What's up guys? Thank you so much for joining me for today's cash stuffing video. I am so thankful that you're here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Briana. I am 31 years old. I live in Texas and I work full-time as an office manager at an air conditioning company. I've been budgeting with the cash stuffing method since 2020 and I am debt-free besides my mortgage. I have some current savings goals that I'm working on and I upload these videos every Thursday. So if you're into this sort of thing, I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're not new, welcome back. Today we are going to be stuffing $315. And I do have my window open, therefore some interesting lighting is going on right now, but I didn't want to close my blinds and make it darker in here. So hopefully it looks okay on camera. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Car care is going to be getting $10 and I did get my oil change yesterday and had a $20 off coupon, so I think it was around $85, which was awesome. So we have $500 in the bank, $520, $540, $560, $580, $600, $610, $20, $30, $40, $50, and $655 in car care. That is an awesome amount. I was gonna get my tires rotated, but the guy that worked at the oil changing place said that I needed to rotate my tires every 5,000 miles, and I just got new tires around 3,000 miles ago, so I still have a little bit of time before I have to do that. And I think he told me that was around $40-ish, so we are good to go until that time. Next up is coffee, and it is completely empty. I am putting $5 in here. I have been hitting up Dutch Bros a little too much, but their protein coffee is just so good. It's so hard to say no, and I kind of use it as my pre-workout some days. I don't take normal pre-workout, but I do love a good pre-workout coffee, and that's what I've been doing. A little more than I should have, but it's okay because obviously that's what the envelope is for. How is everybody doing? I hope you've had a great week so far. Everything's going good here. I'm getting excited to go out of town for my birthday. That's coming up very soon. If you're watching this on the day it comes out, I will be leaving tomorrow. So very, very excited. Moving over to sinking funds, Briana is getting $20 and I made a little note that says I am supposed to use tens. And this is just a little spending category for myself. I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 105, and 110 in there. And I am thinking about getting a new purse because the one I have is quite literally falling apart. I got it from Target a few years ago, I would say. And it's fake leather, but like the outside of the leather is peeling off. And I'm like, okay, it's about time I drop $20 on a new purse, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. But I do have some fetch points that I can use on Amazon, so I'm thinking about cashing those in and then just using my little Amazon gift card to get a new purse, but I haven't fully decided. It's just something that I'm thinking about. Miss Candy is getting $20, and that is my dog for anyone who might be new. I need to make her vet appointment. I still haven't done that. I'll probably call them tomorrow if I can remember. So she has 800 in her savings account, 900, 920, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 1,020, 30, 35, and 1,040 in Miss Candy's envelope. She is rich. I need to ask her if I can borrow some money because she has way more than I do, that's for sure. Christmas is going to be getting 20. I put 20 in here every week, and I did spend out of here because my little sister, I harassed her enough to the point that she sent me her Christmas wish list, so I got some stuff off of there. But we still have a good amount in here. We have 500 in my Ally savings account, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 7, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 775 in Christmas. So I got all of the stuff for my little sister. I got one thing for my older sister, but I need to get her some more stuff. And then obviously my parents, my nephew, that sort of thing. Moving on to clothing, it is getting $10. I almost went to the mall over the weekend, but I ended up not going just because, I don't know, I had other stuff to do. So I haven't spit out of here in a while. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, and 105. That'll get me 2 items. If I end up going to the mall, it'll give me 2 whole items because clothing is so expensive. Nobody wants you to use fast fashion, but I'm like, dang. Regular clothes in the regular store is expensive. And then the thrift store is nearly impossible to find stuff my size. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation, which is kind of why I don't really go clothes shopping, just because it's just hard and I always end up leaving disappointed most of the time. Alrighty, family is getting 5. And we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95. So we're almost to 100 in family, which is awesome. Fun is going to be getting $5. Actually, I just realized I got dinner the other night, so I need to take 40 out of here because I forgot to do that. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60 in there. We almost had 100, but then I remembered I was supposed to take money out of there. Gifts is going to be getting $10. Probably not going to be spending out of here anytime soon. So just letting this add up for my sister's birthday in January. So we have 100 in the bank, 200, 210, 20, and 225 in gifts. That's actually so much. That's crazy. I normally don't have that much in there because I've been trying to add more to it just so that I'm more prepared for when things come up. So I'm glad to have 225 in there. That's a really good amount. Health is not getting anything. There is 500 in the bank and then maybe 35, 40 in cash. Can't really remember, but good amount in there. And then home is going to be getting 10. So thank you to everyone who commented the recommendations for the wood floor cleaner. And I think almost everybody said Murphy's oil soap or whatever it was called, Murphy's oil. I'm definitely going to be getting that. I almost bought it over the weekend, but I decided to hold off just for a little bit longer because I don't really have the proper mop or like a mop bucket. So I'm going to have to get all of that at the same time. But I am definitely going to be getting the Murphy's because that was the winner over the recommendations. Several people said that. So thank you so much for your help with that because I really was not sure at all. And if you look online, you get 100 different answers. So thank you to everyone. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 30, 40, and 145 in home. And there is a ton of 10s in there. I should probably condense that because that's a lot. Lawn care is going to be getting 20. We have 200 in my savings account, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 295. So already almost back to 300, which is awesome because it was getting a little low there for a second. And whenever spring comes back around, there are some projects that I want to do outside. I have flower beds going all the way around my house and I want to do something with those because especially the ones in the back are just looking awful. They're just full of dirt. They don't have any plants or anything in them. And I also have one on the side near my carport that just looks like trash, honestly. It has dead plants in it that I've kind of cut out, but it just looks terrible. And that's the one that most people see. So I definitely need to work on that. And it's gonna be kind of expensive because I did some math and it ended up being like, I don't even know, like hundreds of dollars. And I was like, ooh, that one's gonna have to hold off for a little bit. I'm gonna have to save up for that one. Sam's Club is getting 10. Don't know when we're gonna be going back there. Probably not for another month or two. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, and 145. Moving over to self-care, my hair appointment is, actually if you're watching this on Thursday, I'm currently at my hair appointment. So I will be chatting with you guys down in the comments while I sit there for 4 hours. So we are putting 30. Okay, so we have 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, and 10. and I did $180 for my hair appointment. Spooky season, I am not stuffing this one anymore just because I've bought all the Halloween decorations, I've bought all my Halloween candy. I did end up getting 2 more bags of Halloween candy because I kind of ate through some of it, so I kind of replaced that. But I won't be spending anything else for spooky season, I don't think. But if I do, I have money in here. We have $70 left over, and I'm just gonna leave it in here, but I won't be putting any more in here for the rest of the year. We are retiring old spooky season, but if something does come up, I've got money left over. And then travel, for travel, we are putting $20. And I took the placeholder out and put all of the cash into the envelope because I will be going out of town very soon. So I went ahead and took it out of my Ally account. So we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 670 is how much is in there. I was second guessing myself, but I know I had 650 and I just added 20. So we have 670 in travel, and that is all spending money. So that will be going with me on vacation very, very soon. All right, that is it for my sinking funds. And then we're gonna move over to my binder that has my prop money in it. These are my longer term saving categories. So this is prop money, that represents money that is in my Ally savings account, because there's no point in putting real money in here if I'm just gonna move it over to my savings. So I just use prop money for counting purposes. Future, it's gonna be getting $10. I put $10 in here every week. And we have 100, 110, 20, and 130 in future. It's so crazy how fast $10 a week adds up. You would think that's not very much, but over time, obviously it builds up. We already have 130, and I just started this category. Refinance is getting $100. I have bumped that one up to 100 from 50 because I'm trying to hurry up and get this one over with. I am gonna get to 3,000 and then stop there. And I don't really plan on doing that for years, so I would like to have this done by the end of the year, and I do normally get an end of year bonus, so if I do end up getting that, some of that will finish off refinance so that I can stop putting $100 a week in here, because it's kind of getting a little old, and I haven't even been doing it for very long. But to be honest with you, I'm ready to put this money towards something else. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and I am going to set these aside and use a placeholder. So we have 500, 600, 700, 750, 800, 820, 40, 45, and 846 in refinance. I'm going to take these 50s out and put one of those 100s back. Just a little condensing. So 846 in refinance, and my goal is 3,000. Once we get to that first 1,000, it'll feel good, but we're almost there, not too much longer. And I do get my interest payment on the 18th of every month, so that's coming up as well. It should be about $32, so that'll be nice. And then emergency fund is getting 10, I almost said 100. It's getting 10, and it has 7,000, 7,100, 7,110, 20, 7,130 in emergency fund. I am trying to get to 6 months, but that is going to take me 6 months of living expenses. But that's going to take me a really long time at the rate I'm going. But you know what? Anything is better than nothing. So $10 a week it is, and that builds up. So I'm happy with it. I currently have 3 months saved up, which is really good. I can't complain about that. That is a wrap on this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so if you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a great weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.